What is going on, beautiful people? My name is Finesse from GoBoys.com, and we are back. Another best bet video. Thursday night football. Seahawks visiting the Cowboys. Should be a good one. We are coming off a L. We took the Chiefs minus 2.5 last time out, and was an L. Unfortunately, really tough game to watch as a Chiefs backer. Chiefs, in my mind, had every opportunity to win that game versus the Eagles, but they go scoreless in the second half, penalties, drop touchdowns, just a lot of variance. But that's the game. So we take an L there, but we're looking to bounce back, and I think I got just the spot to do so. So we're gonna get right into it. But before we do, got to shout out the sponsor of the video. These type of videos, these best bets would not be possible without the sponsors. So first of all, shout out to Sleeper Picks, one of the best DFS platforms in the world. So many advantages to having an app like Sleeper. A lot of times we see, injuries and stuff like that not go our way. One of the great benefits to having Sleeper is that they are extremely generous in terms of voiding bets, doing right by us, doing right by the bettors and being fair and voiding bets. Really, really great prices on these lines. So download Sleeper Picks, use code FTB, get yourself a deposit match up to $100 on your first deposit. So pretty good deal there. And then shout out to Pickett Sports. You guys know Pickett by now. We're going to use Pickett in this video. We use Pickett in all of our videos. Have to shop the best lines. If you want to be a profitable sports bettor, you have to make sure you're consistently getting the best of the line. So that's what we're going to do. Pickett provides an absolutely free app to do so. So download Pickett, download Sleeper, code FTB on both of those. And yeah, so now let's get right into it. Best bet of the evening. We're gonna go Dallas Cowboys minus 8.5. Current line, current best price I'm seeing right now using Pickett is minus 108 on DraftKings. That's at the time of recording. By the time this video gets to you guys, line may shift a little bit. I really like the 8.5 number. Obviously, 9 is a key number in football. If you can get 8.5 minus 120 up to minus 125 around there, I still love this. I would take 9 if some push potential, obviously, but at the time of recording, we're getting 8.5 minus 108 on DraftKings. So we're kind of breaking the theme of these videos. We went little weird, right? Little nasty with the first couple of picks. Now we're going a little chalky, taking the big home favorite. But I love this spot. This is a complete mismatch on paper. Obviously, you got to play the game. But this is a complete mismatch on paper and one that I'm okay to lay the rare heavy price. So I want to start with a couple of trends. So Dak 30, 11, and 1 against the spread as a favorite of 6 or more. So when he's favored of heavy, he wins and dominates teams. Cowboys 5-0 straight up and against the spread this season at home. The average margin of victory at home is 29 points. They are dominating teams. They're also 11-2 against the spread last 13 games at home. While they haven't faced the best level of competition at home this season, I mean, I group Seattle right with those teams. Seattle is not a good, well-rounded team, in my opinion. So, again, not the greatest level of comp. Moving on to the Seahawks. The Seahawks just 3-6 against the spread last 9 road games and 0-4 against the spread last 4 road games just this season. Seattle's also 1-4 against the spread last 5 Thursday night football games. So some trends for the Cowboys against Seattle there, and kind of back up this spot for us. So starting with the Seahawks, offensively versus Dallas defense, Seattle coming off getting rocked at home versus the Niners. Seattle's defense had a pick 6 in that game, and the game wasn't really close, was never really close throughout the game. We saw Geno continue to struggle in that game. Geno and this offense, started off the season decently. They put points on the board. They were stacking up wins, but their offense has dramatically fallen off since then. Last 4 weeks, just 15.2 points per game, averaging just 287 yards per game, which is already an extremely low number, but that number's skewed upwards because they put up close to 500 yards versus the Commanders. So imagine without that game, the yards per game is ridiculously low. 26th in offensive DVOA in that 4-week span. They've cracked 18 plus points only once throughout those 4 games. Their run game has been almost non-existent in that span as well. Even when Kenneth Walker was healthy, it looks like he's going to miss this game as well. So, absolutely dynamic piece of that offense. most likely going to be out for this one, which makes it even tougher on an already struggling and banged up Geno, coming off a little bit of a shoulder thing. Now this offense is tasked with going up against this Dallas defense and their insane pass rush, something that Geno and this offense has struggled with, constant and relentless pressure. Dallas ranks second in pressure rate this season, against defenses that rank top 10 in pressure rate. Geno's passer rating is just 66.7, which is horrendously low. He averages just 217 pass yards per game and has thrown 2 touchdowns to 6 picks in those games against top 10 pressure teams. Geno also ranks 27th in yards per attempt and 28th. He ranks 28th of 34 qualified quarterbacks in QBR when under pressure. So Geno does not performing well under pressure. Really been a constant thing kind of throughout his whole career. The Seattle O-line allowed a 44% pressure rate versus San Fran, and while San Fran's front seven is dominant, so is Dallas's. So I can expect more, more of the same in this matchup against this front seven. This Dallas defense has been dominant at home as well, especially against the pass, where they rank first in opponent passer rating, third in opponent completion percentage, and first in pass defense DVOA at home. So just absolutely dominant defense at home. The last point I want to make, right, in this matchup between the Seattle offense and the Dallas defense, Dallas runs the most man coverage in the league this season, something that's going to be a problem for Seattle. Although on paper, Seattle has the receivers to win, one on one. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, receivers that you expect to win one on one. Geno just has not been good versus man. Geno ranks bottom 10 in PFF grade, bottom 10 in completion percentage, and bottom 10 in passer rating versus man coverage this year. So not good stuff there. So moving on to Dallas's offense versus Seattle defense, we already talked about how dominant this Dallas offense has been, especially at home. And I think there's another great spot for them versus a struggling Seattle defense. On the season, Seattle ranks just 24th in pass defense DVOA, a number that drops to 26th over the last 6 weeks. So downward trajectory there. The strength of the Seattle defense has been their run defense and has been their ability to pressure the quarterback. But their run defense has really fallen off over the last month or so. They have allowed 155 rush yards per game over the last 5 weeks. They've allowed four plus yards per carry, or higher in 4 of the 5 of those 5 games. I don't expect pressure to really be an issue either. Even if they do pressure Dak, Dak has been elite when facing pressure this year. He ranks first in PFF grade and passer rating under pressure this season. I expect this Dallas offense to be able to move the ball consistently, stay on the field on third downs, and put up numbers versus this Seattle defense. And speaking of third downs, you guys should know already, third down and red zone, very important part of my capping, and it's something that I look at every single game. And these numbers are pretty staggering. So third down and red zone, defensively, Seattle ranks just 29th in opponent red zone TD percentage and just 27th in opponent third down conversion percentage. Dallas, on the other hand, ranks second in third down defense, which gets even better at home. They're only allowing offenses to convert 25% of their third downs, which is elite, just elite numbers there. And Dallas ranks fifth in red zone defense at home. Offensively, Seattle ranks just 25th in the in red zone TD conversion percentage, while Dallas is top 12 at home this season. And Dallas has the edge on offense too in both red zone and third downs. Seattle's really struggling on third downs, both for the year and throughout these last couple of games. So, if they're struggling to get Dallas off of the field, if they're struggling to maintain drives on third down, that's what I mean when I said at the top, this is just a complete mismatch. So offensively, defensively, we got trends working in our favor. Third down, red zone, everything points to not only a Cowboys win, but a Cowboys win by margin, and covering this big number. Is just what Dallas has done all season. It's been a theme the past couple of seasons, and I think this is another great spot to do so. So, Dallas is going up, and Seattle, both offensively and defensively are trending downwards. So Not only on paper, I think is this a good spot. I think Dallas is also catching Seattle at a really good time for them, and not a good time for Seattle. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Cowboys -8.5, -108 on DK. Absolutely love the Cowboys in this spot. And that's going to do it. Another best bet video in the books. Again, want to quickly shout out the sponsors to our video. Pick a Sports, completely free app. Make sure you get the best lines, just like I did, taking Dallas -8.5. And Sleeper Picks. Use code FTB on both of those platforms and get some free money, some deposit matches. Gotta love it. If you have a problem, if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. And yes, that's going to do it for us. All the links will be in the description for Sleeper, for Pickett, for GoBoys.com. If you're not a part of Go Boys, get your life together. You know what I'm saying? We got the best team in the world over at Go Boys. Every single day, there's amazing stuff happening from our amazing group of cappers over there in Go Boys. So links are going to be in the description for you guys. Click them, show some love. Also, if you like the best bet video, we've been cashing on these. A bunch of free content on the Go Boys YouTube that you guys are watching right now. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Although we want you to be a part of our Discord, we are offering a bunch of free content every single day, every single week here on this YouTube channel. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, hit the notification bell, and like this video. It really helps us out. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for watching. We'll be back later this week for another best bet video. And that is it. Go Cowboys.